Jacqueline Cochran wasn't just a pilot. She was a trailblazer who shattered glass ceilings in aviation. With a relentless drive and unmatched skill, she became one of the most influential figures in the history of flight. But how did a woman with humble beginnings rise to such legendary status? That journey starts in the early years, where her determination first took flight. Jacqueline Cochran grew up in a modest family, but she didn't let her background limit her ambitions. By her early 20s, she'd already made a name for herself in the cosmetics industry, working her way up from a small-town girl to a successful businesswoman. It was a world that demanded confidence and determination, qualities that would serve her well later on. But her drive didn't stop there. In fact, it was just the beginning of something much bigger. That same ambition would soon take her to new heights. Literally, Jacqueline Cochran didn't just stumble into aviation. She worked her way up. Starting with no formal training, she took her first flying lesson in the 1930s and quickly proved she had a natural talent. Within just a few years, she was breaking records, setting speed and altitude milestones that turned heads in the male-dominated field. Her determination and skill made her a standout pilot long before the world knew just how much more she'd contribute. And as her reputation grew, so did the opportunities, including one that would test her courage in ways she never expected. Jacqueline Cochran didn't just break records. She led the way for others to do the same. As the director of the Women Air Force Service Pilots, or WASP, during World War II, she commanded over 1,000 women who flew military aircraft, proving they could handle the same missions as their male counterparts. Her leadership wasn't just about giving orders. It was about setting the standard. And if you think that's impressive, just wait until you see her take the controls of a fighter jet. Jacqueline Cochran didn't just fly planes, she mastered them. Her time in the cockpit of the P-38 Lightning proved she could handle one of the most advanced fighters of her day. This wasn't just about skill, it was about pushing boundaries and proving what was possible. And that same drive didn't stop when the war ended. In fact, it was only the beginning. Jacqueline Cochran didn't slow down after the war. She kept pushing boundaries, setting speed records and advocating for women's rights in aviation. Her determination proved that the sky wasn't the limit, it was just the beginning. And speaking of breaking limits, she didn't stop there. Next up, she'd take on something even faster: the sound barrier. In 1953, Jacqueline Cochran made history by becoming the first woman to break the sound barrier. Piloting a Canadair F-86 Sabre, she pushed past Mach 1, proving once again that the sky was no limit for her ambition. This achievement wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a milestone for aviation and a testament to her relentless pursuit of excellence. Her daring flight set the stage for even greater recognition, paving the way for her legacy and eventual induction into the National Aviation Hall of Fame. Jacqueline Cochran's induction into the National Aviation Hall of Fame wasn't just an honor. It was a testament to her unmatched contributions to aviation. Her legacy isn't confined to the records she set or the barriers she broke. It's alive in every pilot who pushes boundaries today. She didn't just fly planes, she paved the way for those who'd follow. And that's where her story takes on even greater meaning, because her achievements didn't end with her. They inspired generations to come. Cochran's legacy didn't just break barriers, it built a runway for the women who followed. Her achievements proved that skill and determination, not gender, define a pilot's success. That's why her story isn't just about the past, it's about the future she made possible. And with that in mind, let's take a moment to reflect on what her journey means for all of us today. So here's the thing about Jackie Cochran. She wasn't just a pilot, she was a force of nature. From her early days breaking records to her leadership in the WASP program, she proved that determination and skill could shatter any ceiling. Her life wasn't just about flying. It was about pushing boundaries, inspiring others, and leaving a legacy that still fuels ambition today. If there's one takeaway, it's this. Her story reminds us that greatness isn't about where you start, but how far you're willing to go. So what's your next move? Maybe it's time to take a page from her book and aim a little higher. So that's Jacqueline Cochran, A woman who didn't just break barriers but
The
shattered them.
first of two
From her
rovers to
early
arrive
days in the
on
beauty
Mars,
industry to becoming
Spirit
one of the
began
most
its mission,
decorated pilots in
searching for
history,
signs of a watery
she
history.
proved that determination and
The
skill could
rover was
take you
designed to
anywhere.
function for
Her
91
legacy
days.
isn't just about the records she
However,
set or the
thanks to
awards she
outstanding
earned,
engineering,
it's about the doors
Spirit
she
has been
opened for
roaming
others.
Mars for more than
If you want to learn more
300
about
days.
trailblazers like her, there's
After
always
its
more to
first
discover.
tentative trek
Keep
from the landing
exploring, keep
platform,
dreaming, and
the
who
rover
knows?
quickly grew comfortable
Maybe you'll be the
navigating the
next one to
rocky
leave your
terrain.
mark.
Before long, Spirit was covering up to 3